All right. What's up, YouTube crew? Tupelo, Mississippi, Shannon, Mississippi, Saltillo, Mississippi. Hopefully, you've seen some things trying to clean up on the quest. By the way, um, just recently come back from spotter school, the emergency management training with the people up there in Union County. He's a good guy up there. His name's Kurt. Real wicked guy. He's a cool guy. And there was also the meteorologist up there. Uh, he was a great guy, and he had just a smooth voice. I mean, like if you think my voice is smooth, he beats me bar none. This guy has the voice on him. It was the best spotter class I've ever had. It was great, and it was educational. I saw some footage I'd seen. A lot of it was reviewed, but I learned a lot. You know, it's like when you're looking for that rotation, clouds that are coming in left to right on the front and back to right to left on the back. So, yeah, that's pretty neat. I want to try to inspire y'all to look into your sciences and wearing a Bible belt. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm proud of that. I love the churches out here. They're great churches. Brewer Baptist Church, Brewer Methodist Church. Great places. I'm sure you've looked at some of these ones that I've showed you on the videos. Check out some of these videos. I made all this shit for you guys, hopefully, and girls, to generate some money and kind of, I'm just experimenting with a network. It's scary, real scary, but you'll get to see some great footage and some great people. It's called the Food Pantry, the Shannon Food Pantry. Look it up. But we're going to get back to work. This thing has had some time to cure. And I think what I've decided on, my protractors are put up. Traditionally, you're going to need some type of measurement tool. I think this shit's done nowadays in like CAD systems. You go, build something like that, and they can do certain things in the manufacturing setting. So it's a little bit different. So this is kind of loose. So if we got 360 degrees, can you divide, what's 360 divided by 3? 111, 111, 111. $33, $33, $33. $360 divided by 3 is 120. So there's going to be 120 at 120 degree angles. 120 degree angles. Now, this rocket is supposed to, we want to have 4 fins on it at 90 degree angles. I'm just going to go try with 120 degree angles. I want you cocksucking faggots, especially my faggots out there. God bless the gays. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I've known some gay folks, and I support the gays, the LGBTs, and anybody else really is, just don't try not to kill people and be evil. and be stomping and be evil and shit, Uh, if when you can avoid it, try to work and focus on your fucking craft. Uh, get you a fucking copy of this physical science exploration book. And it's not looking good, It says, Hubert, watch out. Don't be careful. Be careful. Don't forget to subscribe. All right. So, we need some more of that goo. Let's go ahead and get some ranch. And watch what you say. You know what I mean? If things you say can and will be used against you, could be even taken out of context. Imagine that. Somebody said, if it sounds like that, everybody's on tape. Everybody's on tape. Okay. We're going to have to yeah. It's not always good to be doing what you do either. Try to get you. They'll try to kill you. watch your back. There's a mad world out there. Okay? This one right here, apparently. Go. Right. So, we're going to set this over here to cure. All right. Whew. Long day. Okay. Here we are. Finally dug this thing up. It's a multi-headed USB plug. It just so happens to have the extension we need. This is the extension. And you always got to take into consideration the form factor. It's worth looking into. It's worth looking into the form factor and that. As I get better at editing these videos, excuse me, you're going to be able to see some pretty neat shit. Okay. So I guess what we're going to do, we're going to get this, see if maybe even taking this thing apart. Get down to the very bottom of this optics. Another one of those camouflage screws. They're hard to find, but you find them. Right. So we got a ribbon cable that goes through this triple stack thing. Just broke the bus bar. And that, which looks like these are going to be your power rails. Possibly. Check this out and tell me what you think. I'm new to the electric thing. And I encourage y'all to get on the electric train, subscribe below, and help me out, and we can work together. That right there indicates to me, do you see that light right there that says bat? Uh, you put this thing right here, this bus bar right in there. That I think connects to this on the other side. Check that out. So there's 3 wafers. The form factor has been reduced. The form factor has been reduced by taking an integrated circuit and folding it, cutting it into pieces, and compacting all the components, it appears, and your solid state components and optics. In here we go. It's a real trip. So I guess while we do this, we're gonna let it slide. Let it slide. Robbie Creek. So this one, we'll go ahead and separate these bus bars. You can always solder them back in place. In theory. Wow, you gotta see these bus bars. I'm very impressed by the engineering here. I thought that was really wicked. And now it's kind of coming right here. But we have this ribbon cables. You're very gentle with the components. You see the components right here? Oh yeah, there you go. Check that out. What do we got here? Thermal grease. There's thermal grease here in the middle and the optic thing, and you get to see the, oh my goodness, the eyeball itself. Sweet baby Jesus. Don't forget to check out universalmindministries.org and mindchurch.org. God's not dead, people. He is not dead. She is not dead, or it is not dead. We don't know. But look at that right there. What a trip is that? You see that? Look at that holographic type of feature. Look at that. It's incredible. So we're going to further pull that ribbon cable. And that ribbon cable. Wow. And it's made to repair. Maybe we can test these systems. This is very fascinating shit. And wow. Still trying to wrap my mind around how this thing is and what it is. Look at that. Now, if that don't throw you for a loop. All right. Let's see if you get sued. See what happens when you're testing this out. I always say, if you're going to sue me, forward it to the student loans office. Sadly broke. I know it seems silly, but I encourage you to take a look through this thing. There's some specs. It's possible there's something in here. See those specs? I don't know how you would clean this, but it's kind of fused. I think this is where it meets. These two components fuse right here. They may separate, but I don't think so. But still, I don't know. All right. So, I guess what are we going to do now that we've gotten this thing? We have to figure out what the problem is. And that's going to involve charging this here battery. There it is. See, I'm looking for the thing. You see these rails, these golden rails? That's where it goes. This is the power source. It's going to connect to here. So in theory, I need to dock that. It is an unreal trip. Stare into this eye, man. How this thing works. Uh, is amazing. See that? Battery drop. But yeah, like I said, if I want you to probably never align yourself on powerful and positive people. I follow positive and powerful people. Sometimes you get scared and I think things that are delusional. Looks like what's going to have to happen is one of these ribbon cables has got to connect to I'm gonna need to cover this top piece up. So I'll tell you what to do. We're gonna save a little time. We're gonna cut open this parachute bag. All right, here's your parachute. Let's see yeah. You gotta have this parachute in case you get ejected. So you gotta get this nose cone. In the aircraft or the rocket, I don't know what you call it. You call it you call it an aircraft. I used to be in aviation when I was a kid. And, aviation's a rich man's. And I don't want it to be that way. And I'm trying to work with some people. Learn about flight in a different way. Because I think it's beautiful. I think it's the way of the future. All right. Right. So we're almost here. We got one more. One more. Got one more shoot. Right. Well, I think we've got this now. Okay. Yep. You see that? We have the parachute now. And then we get to tie this loop up. Hmm. Trying to get this thing right here. There you have it, man. That's a fucking parachute, dude. All right. Now the best thing is this. You know whoa. That. Yep. You gotta have that parachute deploy. Parachute. Hey, and you know this is what they say back there at the Air Force Base. I ain't never been to the Air Force Base. I don't do Air Force shit. But this is what they say. Um, be careful who you let pack your parachute. Sometimes, if people think you are a rat or a punk or a bitch, you know, somebody doesn't like you or fuck somebody up, they will fuck you up. Like I said, sometimes they just do it for fun. So you gotta watch your ass. I mean, poor people, scum of the earth. You never make it. You probably won't. And uh, that's just how it is. You gotta work hard, keep your morals, try to do the best you can. I hope that scenario doesn't happen. But I recommend you go ahead and pack your own parachute. Do your own diligence. Because, I mean, honestly, a lot of problems, like, people bring on themselves. Just a little bit of tidbit of advice. Um, like, if I didn't want people spitting in my hamburger, I wouldn't talk shit to them in the drive-thru. You know what I mean? And I try to be good to people. I be nice to people. Now, some people they're just going to be mean to you. If they're mean to you, well, there just ain't a whole lot you can do. And try to shake it off and get away if you can, but you gotta watch out. There's gonna come time in the what you call them. Like I said, you gotta go to guns. The challenge of flight. You gotta go to guns, or you gotta go to the pen. Lock you up in prison. Put you in a cage. Lock you up. Like I said, freedom isn't free. Always. You gotta make sure you're doing the right thing. You get caught in the jam. You gotta make sure you're winning for the right team. So this is packed. And we are going to taper this shit off with a little bit of reading. You got that, you cocksuckers? Elements can combine to form compounds. As briefly described, the terms element and atoms are often used in similar contexts. You might hear, for example, that gold is an element made of gold atoms. Generally, the element is used to mean an entire macroscopic or microscopic sample. We use the term atom when speaking of submicroscopic particles in a sample. The important distinction is that elements are made of atoms and not the other way around. The fundamental unit of an element is indicated by its elemental formula. For elements in which the fundamental units are individual atoms, the elemental formula is simply the chemical symbol. Au is the elemental formula for gold. Li is the elemental formula for lithium, to name just two examples. For some elements, atoms are bonded into molecules. In such cases, the elemental formula is the chemical symbol followed by a subscript indicating the number of atoms in each molecule. For example, elemental nitrogen consists of molecules containing 2 nitrogen atoms per molecule. Thus, N subscript 2 is the elemental formula for nitrogen. Similarly, O subscript 2 is the elemental formula for the oxygen we breathe. S subscript 8 is the elemental formula for sulfur. Sulfur. The devil's sulfur. Don't forget to pick up your devil Bibles. Devil Bibles. Devil Bibles. And get your Christian Bibles too. Your Muslim Bibles. Don't forget to pick up your Torah. I don't give a shit what you pick up, but pick something. Take a look at this. Pretty wicked stuff, right? We got about 8 minutes left. 9 minutes counting. I think I'm overstressing myself. I'm trying to commit to this YouTube shit and see where this goes. I'm not getting any views. It's going to be interesting to see where this goes. I'm hoping to use it as a motivator for me. And work with y'all, my fans and fellows. Also, I got this letter from the International Fellowship of Christian Jews. These people, they work together, Christians and Jews, and I've met a special rabbi Uh, his name is Yom Tov. This Rabbi's Yekel Ecclestein. I come from very anti-Semitic pasts, anti-Muslim pasts, anti-everything past, anti-establishment. It's a very dark world. Sometimes growing up as a kid, you hear a lot of bad things, and it can leave a hell of a scar. And sometimes it feels like you're just programmed to fail. And I just want to say that a lot of times people try to bully you out of your great drift, great stuff. I finally feel like we've got some great people that are helping to stick up for all of us now. I mean, that shit might have flown in the past, but it's not good today. It's not good for business. It's not good for America. I'm proud to see people sticking up for us, and I think we all need to be looking at each other as let's try to look for the good in individuals other than the bad. Scriptures is good, and this rabbi, which I'm thinking about featuring, I'm thinking about putting him on the 8 hours that might change your life series. Or the 8 hours will change your life. And it will. This series that I brought out, I might get sued, I don't know. But it is a powerful series. And this guy, man, it just kind of expands for people that are Christians, people that are Jews, and I'm sure even people that are maybe, who knows, Muslims or Catholics. Like I said, I'm sort of a nut. I was raised in a closet. I didn't really know much. So I feel like all of them are very beautiful and have a lot to bring to the table as far as sciences, maths, and arts, and cultures. It's just like this. It's a beautiful spectrum. But it all has to work. It has to work together. See, you fuck up, I understand. Work the right things. Okay. Now remember, check out the Mind Church on Facebook. And don't forget to think small and be tall. I'm going to go ahead and set this up here for the night. And I will let you feast your eyes on your toolkit. I think I'll sing y'all a song. I was challenged by a guy. He said he wanted a mix of Let You Hear the Sky. This is on Viral Hog.
Blue Moon is a wheat beer brewed with Valencia orange.
This guy, he plays a mean banjo. It's on Viral Hog. I've been thinking of a different kind of I haven't. I'm trying to keep it secret. It's like I can't find the way to make this.